Today's Hyliion video is about taking a loss from a stock position, and this is regarding Hyliion. And a concentrated position within a stock account is a single stock whose overall value is more than 5%. And having a concentrated position significantly increases risk. That means the potential gains or losses increase the more you have. You're feeding into greed in hopes that you can get rich quick. At the end of 2021, this is the account that I had Hyliion in. As you can see, 72% of the account had Hyliion, valued at $11,470. The second position is an ETF. It consists of over, I think, about 300 individual stocks. So that's not a concentrated position at 22%. Focusing on Hyliion, a properly sized position within that account would be about $800, and the maximum loss would be about $800. In that scenario, at the end of 2021, it was improperly positioned at $11,470, and the maximum loss is $11,470. At the end of 2022, Hyliion is no longer ranked number 1 in this account. It has fallen to position 2 with about $5,000 in value, with a total percentage being at 26%. And you're thinking, well, I sold Hyliion. No, I continue to dollar cost average and buy Hyliion as the stock price slowly went down. So the damage was already done in 2021, and I just added more to it in 2022 by buying more, and the value did not increase, it actually decreased. With a properly positioned, it should have been about $1,000, but it was improperly sized with a value of $5,000. So in this particular situation, I bought into the hype and I sold the news. The hype was Hyliion is going to build the Hypertruck ERX. It's going to be a hybrid electric truck. There's lots of good customer reviews. Everything's looking good. And all of a sudden, in October of 2023, on their 8K, we therefore believe now is the right time to consider a host of strategic options for our electric powertrain business to ensure that we deploy capital most effectively and maximize value for our shareholders. The day after that statement was released, short sale volume spiked because the price of Hyliion dropped over 60% in one day. And it sticks out like a sore thumb in this chart, and this is taken from FINRA data. They released the 8K news, and the day after, they released it in the evening, and then the morning after, the short sale volume spiked. And it just stands out vividly there. And on the 8K, they have additional risk that did not appear in their normal 8K releases. Risk include ability to develop key commercial relationships with suppliers and customers, ability to accelerate commercialization of Hypertruck ERX, ability to meet 2023 and future product milestones, expected performance and integration of the Carnot generator and system. And there's other things that they mention as well, but there's a lot of warning signs. And in a previous videos, I stated that I cautiously believe in Hyliion, and with these additional risks, I'm choosing to exercise some caution. So the motives of selling part of my Hyliion shares and taking a loss is that it reduces the amount of risk. It takes votes from the table, and I realize long-term capital losses. Because why should I give money to a company that has problems executing at the end of the day? I didn't sell all of it. I sold part of it. And the emotion, which it's a weird thing, is that it feels good to sell shares at a significant loss. It does not feel good to make this video. At the end of September 2023, and this is before I sold, Hyliion, the position sizing was beaten down to 12% of the account, valued at $2,714. And here are the losses. The long-term loss is $6,740.60. And I acquired Hyliion at the end of May 2021 through the end of July of 2021 with a price ranging from $12.31 to $9.28. So this is when it was going up. Everyone's all excited. They're buying into it. And they have these short sellers just hanging out here because I started buying from the end of May through the end of July timeframe at the top. And this is where short sellers, they're shorting the stock and they want to find people that where they can buy it out from so they can close their positions. And it peaked in mid-October of 2021 with about an open short sell interest of 24.5 million shares. And this is taken from FINRA data. And over time, the short sale volume has decreased because they're able to close their short positions. And on October 18th of 2023, I probably gave 700 shares back to them so they can close their position. And I don't feel good about doing that, but that's what I decided to do. Another way of viewing the loss is, on average, the loss was at 93.2%. And that's the equivalent of spending $100 to lose $93.20 of it, which is the importance of having proper position sizing within an account. Because if I just kept it at 5% of the account, the losses would not have been as extreme. Am I going to sell the rest of my Hyliion shares? Not at this point. They have to give me a reason for me to sell the rest of my shares. But for right now, I'm going to hold on to the shares that I do have. Am I going to buy more? Right now, to buy, I would have to agree to a penny stock trading agreement, which is a good thing that Fidelity, they put the brakes on me buying. They actually put friction between me and the phone, saying, well, you have to fill out this form or you have to call us if you want to buy this, because they put their foot down in February of 2023. And I said, well, I just won't buy any. I'll just wait for the stock price to go up to $3 so I can start buying more. But it never went up. It just kept going down, which I guess from Fidelity's standpoint, they want to make sure that their investors retain their money and not lose it all. So I would have to agree to a penny stock trading agreement, which I don't want to do. So my only option is to sell or wait for the stock price to go above $3 a share so I can buy more. But it would be cool if I could buy Hyliion shares at a very, very cheap price, but doing that just increases the losses even more, which at this point, I don't want to further compound. Well, that's it for this video, and of course, thanks for watching.